Child's big brown eyes mold her world and shape her life. They seem to be holding hands with her colorblind imagination to create a space for her own reality. Doesn't that just sound so easy? This child's dreaming is free. It's screaming on top of a mountain free, running through tall grass with bare feet free, drifting off into a silky summertime nap, breathing kind of free. Can't you just feel her dream? It's like a cord, and it's anchoring this child to the ground. Child's small black hand holds on to the shaky grip of her grandmother's as they walk down the cracked, uneven sidewalks of segregated Memphis, Tennessee. Angry cries launch from fiery white mouths before landing with a deafening crash upon once innocent black ears. White noise. Pits of hatred are left in child's mind. Now child's imagination isn't so colorblind, but more double-blind. White versus black and black versus white. Grandmama responds to this by saying, "Don't pay no mind, child, don't pay no mind," as she guides the child to the city shade of safety. You see, their home lies in a blanket of segregated shadows, a shelter orchestrated by those hands one might call slavery. Excuse me, I don't mean to introduce controversy. What do I always tell you? Grandmama's wrinkled lips inquire. The child responds with, ain't nobody gonna take my dreams. I can't hear you, Grandmama says, her voice stern now. So the child repeats, no one will touch my dream. Ain't nobody touching your dream, child. Ain't nobody touching your dream. Grandmama and child continue down the sidewalk street, and this time they seem to be walking a little more evenly. Dreams are the untouchables. As Grandmama tells us, ain't nobody touching them. They are gossamer delicacies woven into our slumber, and we emerge, we awaken, no, we arise, mesmerized with an idea of what could or what should be. That's what a dream is to me. But the American dream, that dream does not come easy. It is not for everyone you see. Somehow, in some way, it's been touched, manipulated, grabbed, mishandled, and misunderstood, where wealth, race, gender, and class have become some kind of checks and balances system, and the very act of dreaming becomes a binary consequence with no in-between. Some people call this actual, they call this the natural, they call this the American dream. They can stay asleep. Because the white picket fence against immigrants, women only making 77 cents to $1 earned by men, when a woman's choice to her own body is no longer a right but a sin, that is not my dream. As a college student, I've learned the American dream a little differently. Blame my courses in critical theory and sociology. But when people of color make up about 30% of the United States population, they account for 60% of those imprisoned. That is not my dream. When 1 in 3 black men can expect to go to jail in their lifetime, that is not my dream. And when race is more significant than a criminal background, and whites with a criminal background are more likely to be offered job interviews than to blacks without one, that is not my dream. Where does it? No one told me. You see, what I saw dreaming. Wait. Let me put this a little more eloquently. I saw a different dream being dreamed, being lived in Norman Rockwell's paintings. But like a painting, dreams start with a blank canvas. Our dreams can be reinvented, I mean. It is a dream. It can be reinvented, reinjected, spiralized, We should be reinforcing, recreating, and reinventing the reinvented American dream. The reinvented American dream. These dreams are woven freely. They don't need to be told how to dream, when to dream, or who gets to dream that dream. They are free to wander to other people's dreams, free to constitute and create, free to amend and change, free to explore the country. Gosh, all this freedom talk, it sounds pretty familiar. It sounds pretty American to me. This is the land of freedom, right? Where dreams come to thrive and be Americanized, not barely survive, not wither up and die. Grandmama and child, still walking down the street. It is newly paved, new concrete. As they walk under the moonlight's gaze to the fire siren's melody, this child begins to dream. She envisions herself reciting and speaking. I don't think this child will ever stop dreaming. If I could ask one thing, it would be to remember to dream. In the words of Grandmama, ain't nobody touching your dream, child. Ain't nobody touching your dream. Prioritize your imagination. Dream yourself into existence. It is your inheritance to not only dream, but to believe in those dreams. But don't stop there. Act on your dream. Do more than just think it. Engage it and create it. In the words of Walt Disney, if you can dream it, you can do it. Dream the dream that when you say it out loud, it takes your breath away. And dream so infinitely that you experience colors that you've never even seen. Right now, we are doing more than just dreaming. We are reinventing. We are reinventing the American dream. And as all our doubts begin to sink in some confusing, faded memory, I invite you to reinvent your American dream. Thank you.